Welcome back to another video, my brothers. Today's video is titled 7 Costly Mistakes That Men Are Making Today. If you're new to the channel, my name is Ali and I make self-improvement videos specifically for men. So be sure to check out the channel. If you like any of my videos, be sure to hit that like button, comment, share your thoughts. Better yet, subscribe. Join the family, because this year, fellas, we are going to crush it in every aspect of our lives. Financially, physically, emotionally. We're going to become more aware, more informed, more knowledgeable. So join the family down below. So today's video, let's get straight into it. 7 costly mistakes. Mistake number 1, letting their health decline. Most men in today's age look like shit and they constantly feel like shit. You want to know why? Poor sleeping patterns. They barely sleep or they oversleep. They wake up, they skip breakfast, they head into work. First thing they do when they get into work is they get a can of soda, as the Americans call it, from the vending machine. They get a big packet of crisps, Doritos, or Monster Munch, whatever it is, and they get right into it and start sucking on their fingers, typing on their keyboard, writing down with their pens, with their biros, and then one of their other colleagues comes in and says, "Mark, can I borrow a pen?" And yeah, sure, here's my pen. I mean, it's disgusting, first of all, but I mean, their life is all over the place, health-wise. Nutrition is just crap, right? They eat foods throughout the day that are just full of carbs, and there's nothing wrong with carbs, but there's no balance, there's no protein, nothing, right? They have sporadic visits to the gym. They might go twice in 1 week and then not go for another 3 weeks. "Oh yeah, mate, I've got a gym membership, I just haven't been in a while." You're just paying them, it's charity. You know, gyms are a fucking superb business model. They're making tens of thousands per month. Let's just say pure gym and the gym from people that don't fucking show up, man. Well, how many of them show up? I really want to know the actual percentage of the people that actually come to the gym on a regular basis. The rest are just handing money out to charity. That's what it is. Fat fuckers laying at home, jacking off all over themselves. I'll get into that in just a minute. But that's the point. I mean, they're letting their health decline. Health is wealth, gentlemen. You need to put it as the #1 priority, because hey, if you don't have the health, you can't grind hard, you can't work hard, you can't be there for your kids in the future. Most men dig themselves an early grave, unfortunately. Right? Les Brown once said, "If you do what is easy, life will be hard. And if you do what is hard, life will be easy." Meaning, if you engage in things that give you instant pleasure, such as eating pizza all the time and drinking, for, you know, sodas and Coca-Cola, all that stuff, if you're engaging in those cheap pleasures, later on you'll pay the price when your health is deteriorating. If you do what is hard right now, meaning having a disciplined diet, hitting the gym 5-6 days a week, later on in life you're going to reap the rewards. You're going to look great at 40, 50, not like most men. Most men, when they hit 40, they look like they're 60. Grey, pale. I mean, it's sad. Okay, so that's mistake number 1. They're letting their health decline. Mistake number 2. If I can fucking flip this thing around. Haven't used one of these notepads in ages. Okay, mistake number 2. Getting addicted to alcohol and drugs. And this kind of relates to point number 1. But a lot of guys start really young. That first sip of alcohol, first cigarette, and they just get hooked. And once again, it fucks up your life in the future. If you can't get a grip of your addiction, and I know it's fucking hard. I'm not here to say, oh, you know, it's easy to quit. No, it's not easy to quit. But when you make a conscious decision to quit, your life can start taking a different trajectory, right? Alcohol fucks you up, gives you a fat beer belly, right? And I know someone's going to say, well, it depends on what you drink. If you drink a rosé or a glass of wine, alcohol in general, no go, right? Take care of your body. Invest in this vessel, because you're not going to get another one. You don't get several retries. This ain't a video game. Many men have fucking liver issues from the amount of alcohol they're drinking. Lung problems from the fags, the cigarettes, right? That they're smoking every day, several packs. So make a conscious decision, fellas, to not live a lifestyle where you're smoking constantly and, you know, drinking a huge amount of alcohol, spending a lot of money on alcohol. I mean, it's a crap investment, right? Drink coffee with no soy milk. I'm gonna make an important point here, fellas. Never drink soy milk. Don't be a soy boy. I'm telling you. Okay? Point number 3. Not taking risks in their 20s. So if you're in your 20s, you should be taking as much risk as you possibly can. You are at the best time in your life to be taking massive risk. Most of you in your 20s have no kids, no real commitments such as a mortgage. And if you are in your 20s, I would be reluctant to buy a house. Because if you're buying a house for the objective of living in it, it's going to restrict you. It's a mortgage. Mortgage means death contract, literally, the definition. You're stuck in one area now paying for this bloody house for the next 25 years. Now, if you want to use it as an investment, different story, right? But a lot of men take the safe route. You know, the route that pleases mum. You know, they had ambitions to be a photographer, to go out there and pursue a clothing brand or something. But they said, no, you know, let me just do this instead. I want a safe job. You know, the word safe cracks me up. A safe job in today's economy. You really think that you're safe? I mean, there are very few careers that are somewhat stable. But hey, in the future, many of these jobs that you have right now are not going to be around anymore. So I want you guys to discover what you're passionate about and find a way to monetize it. Brainstorm. Figure out a way, right, I'm into photography, for example. How can I, in the 21st century, in the greatest time ever to make money, how can I make money from photography? I could produce digital art, maybe find a way to make money off it in an NFT format. I don't know if I call it about NFTs, but what I do know is there's a lot of artists out there that are making a killing from it. If there's a demand for it, fuck it, take advantage of it, right? As long as it's ethical. So figure out a way to monetize something that you're passionate about. If you don't know what the fuck you're passionate about, well, try a lot of shit. That's the easiest thing I'm going to tell you. Because a lot of guys are like, well, Ali, how do you discover it? Try shit. Your favorite food right now, for example, might be shawarma. Okay, or shawarma, as a lot of people in the UK like to say, right? Because maybe you eat it all the time. But maybe there's another food out there in another country that when you try it is going to be your favorite food. So it's just a case of trying shit out until you figure out, this comes naturally to me. Now, I would say one thing about following your passions. You won't know straight away if you're passionate about something. You got to really do it for a while. And then you fall in love with the craft. Because when you're crap in the beginning, you're not going to be passionate, are you? But when you get better at it, you're like, you know what, I can actually see myself doing this. And then you develop a certain flow. You get into a flow state, right? So if you don't know what the fuck you're passionate about, try shit out. But avoid taking a safe, stable, career because you're afraid. Because you're going to be 40, 50 years old. And you're going to be full of regret. Thinking, what if I went out there and pursued what I was really meant to do? And everyone knows, deep down inside, you know there's something that you're passionate about right now, or you're curious about at least, that you could pursue and you could turn into a career. Guys, we live in the greatest time ever to make money. The greatest time ever to be an entrepreneur. It's a damn shame if you choose the safe route. Okay? So I'm not saying quit your job right now and jump straight into entrepreneurship, or I'm not saying university's crap, because hey, in some cases university can help you become an even better entrepreneur. Okay, I don't agree with all these positive, self-help gurus on YouTube and shit that tell you, uni's crap, because it's not all crap. There's people that have created huge businesses after having gone to uni, networked, met the right people. So you just got to understand your situation and whether or not it's going to help you, okay? So, you got to take massive risk, fellas. It's the best time. Point number 4, sleeping around with low quality women. Now, when I say low quality women, it can also apply the other way, but my channel is centered around giving men advice. There are also low quality men, and plenty of them. Okay, I mean, the whole fucking point of this video is telling you about the 7 costly mistakes that most men make, meaning most men are low quality. But point number 4 is sleeping around with low quality women. I mean, a lot of guys are shooting themselves in the foot. They're fucking up their lives, ruining their focus. They are putting themselves in risky situations, exposing themselves to horrible STDs. They're getting women that they don't even fucking see a future with pregnant. As I talked about in my video previous to this one, I talked about how hookup culture is harming men. It is. I know plenty of dudes that have kids from women they don't even love. They were just horny one day, they busted a nut, boom, pregnant. 9 months later, a kid they didn't want. And it's unfair on, well, I would say it's unfair on a woman, but she was a willing participant. It's unfair on the kid. Growing up in a house where the parents weren't really invested in each other from the beginning. It was just an accident. And then in most cases, that kid grows up without his dad in the house, no masculine role model. That kid grows up to be a weak soy boy, beta male. And then it just leads to so many more problems, okay? But you need to be able to think with the big head and not the little head. Otherwise, it will cost you. It will cost you time. And time is your most valuable resource. Once it's gone, it's fucking gone. It ain't coming back. A lot of you guys think you've got 1,000 years on this planet. You don't. You're sleeping for a third of your life. Most of you only fucking start thinking straight at the age of 25, 30. Some of you are still not thinking straight at 30. So you don't really have as much time as you think. And what, you're going to be grinding at 70? You're going to be talking about startups at 75. Come on, man. You've got a short amount of time on this planet. You can't be fucking around with low quality women. Alright? If you want to meet a woman, by all means, meet, date, get married. I believe in marriage. I believe in a family. Mum and dad in the house. Kids grow up and tend to do better when they're growing up in a house where the mum and dad are both present. Okay, so stop fucking sleeping around with low quality women, catching STDs, gonorrhea, all that bullshit, man. Control your fucking sexual desires. Yes, you can control it. Absolutely. It's not, you don't slip up and fall into some pussy, right? Come on, man. You can decide, oh, I'm going to drive an hour to see this chick, or not. I mean, guys actually do that. They drive hours to go and bust a nut for 5 minutes in a woman that they're not even attracted to physically. Right? It's just pathetic, the whole concept. And most of them are broke. Most of them have no money. They're behind in life. Mate, you're 35. Go have kids. Go start a family. You're like, oh, babes, you look good, babes. On Snapchat. Why the fuck do you have Snapchat? You're a man. I deleted that shit over a year ago, man. It's a pathetic app. It's stupid. If you're a man and you have Snapchat, please delete it today. You don't need it, man. What the fuck are you sending selfies for? Go make money, man. Go grind. Absolutely unbelievable. I cringe at myself for having Snapchat before. Why the fuck did I have Snapchat? Stupid, man. So the next mistake, which kind of ties into point number 4, is watching PRN. That's point number 5. You go online, you open your laptop, ooh, digital fucking ass, pixelated boobs. Let me bust a nut over this one. And you guys know I've made several videos on NoFap before. I strongly believe in NoFap. I know a lot of people will mock you and they'll say, NoFap? Mate, what the fuck is that? I want to come all over myself all the time. Yeah, that's why you're constantly tired. That's why you're behind in life. The moment you get the slight urge, you empty yourself. You've got nothing in the tank. Testosterone, and there's been studies on that, increases when you don't bust a nut all over yourself, when you stop wanking. Get a grip. It's ruining your life. It really is. Okay? And I could talk about this topic for ages. But I'll make other videos in the next coming weeks around this topic. Point number 6, not reading books, not acquiring information. You know, information changes situations. And when I say it changes situations, is if you take this information and actually fucking apply it. You know, reading books is good. It makes you more informed about what's happening in the world. It lets you borrow someone else's life experience. Someone else might have gone through 10, 20, 30 years, 40 years of mistakes. And then they write a book saying, hey, don't do this. And the book costs $15, $20. What the fuck, man? It's cheap. So inform yourself. Now, one thing I would say, and I've said this before, is don't be a fucking book whore and just, you know, say things like, oh, I've read 400 books this week. Because, motherfucker, what are you doing with that information? People that read hundreds of books, they're usually reading them because they enjoy the process of reading, picking up a book and having a cup of tea. But I'm talking about applying the information. I don't want you just to read books for the sake of it. I used to buy loads of books and I barely read them, I'll be honest with you. They were stacking up in my room. I had to fucking make space for them, give some away. So what I would say is highlight a few points in the book and then go out there and apply. Read a chapter, then fucking go out there and apply what it teaches. You might learn something about communication, apply it. You might learn something about health, apply it. But don't just sit there reading books all day and not taking action, okay? So combine your information with action taken, okay? So that's point number 6. And then finally, point number 7. A big mistake is people are allowing individuals to walk all over them. So not setting boundaries. It's a deadly mistake, you know? And when I say not setting boundaries, I mean with their employers, their manager just walks all over them, humiliates them at work, makes them feel like I mean, the grown men, imagine, in their 30s and 40s, being humiliated at work. Mocked. Right? And they don't set boundaries because they think, oh, I need this job, so I'm just going to sit there and shut my fucking mouth. No, you should say something. Have your honor and preserve your honor. Don't let someone walk all over you. And this also applies to family members, friends. Don't let someone disrespect you. Because hey, if you don't check them, they'll start to carry on doing it. Hopefully this video has helped you guys. My camera is about to die, so I'm just gonna wrap up this video. If you do like it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Plenty more videos are on the way. Appreciate all the love and support, guys. We are well on our way to 2,000 subscribers. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.